Yo, what is up, guys? All right, today I want to go through and show you guys how to add mods into EFP if you want to add some custom mods, or more specifically mods from Gamma. If you got through playing Gamma like I did and now you're playing some EFP, you're going to notice that Gamma has a lot of quality of life features that EFP does not quite have yet, and it's nice to kind of have those mods. I'm going to go ahead and just, for example, add a mod that I have yet to add. I actually really would like to have it. It's the one that lets you add your own custom waypoints on the PDA. It's really useful for whenever you're trying to get around the zone. So how we're going to do that, okay, so we know Gamma has it. All right, so you can, for one, search for the mod on ModDB, and that's like one way to do it. But if you have Gamma installed and it's a mod from Gamma, an easier way to do that would be to search for it in the filter on the Gamma MO2. So we'll just search for waypoint, if I can spell it right. There we go. And then right here in the fixes tab, we have personal adjustable waypoint. And if you right click this, and this goes for pretty much all the mods in the mod organizer, you can, there's a link to visit on the ModDB. So we'll click that. That brings us to the ModDB page. So we'll want to download the mod from the ModDB. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, before you leave the ModDB page, because this is for almost every mod on the ModDB, thankfully the developers of it have left a whole lot of stuff in the descriptions for them. More specifically, we need to look for an installation, as well as conflicts, or compatibility it may be called. You're going to want to look for that, kind of skim through it, make sure you read it and see if there's anything specifically that you need to do, because a lot of them, like this one, it says if you're using Gamma or EFP, screen space shaders, or any other modded executables files that support DXML, just install based option, no patches. Sounds good to me. So you want to read stuff like that. Make sure you don't miss out on some information that you're going to have to deal with later on. Also, in the conflicts, you want to make sure you have at least the MCM version 1.6.5. So we'll have to double check, make sure that's what we have, just to save yourself a lot of headache. Be sure to check these. Make sure that what you're getting, you know how to get it installed properly. The odds are they're probably going to have some instructions for you. So there we go. So we have the mod now. We're going to want to open up the EFP mod organizer, and let's first check MCM. And as you can see, we are on 1.6.5, so we're good there. Now to add the mod, all right, you're going to want to click this install new mod from an archive. It's a little icon up here. Click that, brings up your mod folder. This is in the Stalker EFP MO2. It's the entire list of mods that EFP is using. So all you need to do is drag the zip file that you downloaded. This is the waypoint mod that I got. You want to drag it into mods, make sure that it's selected, and then you hit open, and just like that, now we have personal adjustable waypoint. And this one, like a lot of them nowadays, sort of have this installer, which is really great if you have custom options. So we'll hit next on there. Since we read that, we know we don't need the legacy vanilla patch, so we'll do no patch because we're on EFP. It is now installed. We have it right here. Let me get in the game, just make sure that it works. Definitely want to do that. It's a little bit tedious, but if you're installing a bunch of mods, by the way, this is a list of my mods that I've added to EFP. And if you're doing a bunch, if you really want to avoid any headaches, download a mod one at a time, test the game, and then repeat, okay? Don't install like 10 mods and then test the game to see if they work, because then you're not going to know what's causing you problems if you're having like crashes every time you try to launch. All right, trust me on that. It takes more time, but it saves you a lot of time if you think about it. And I'll leave a list of these mods in my description, as well as some other things. So, okay, we're in. All right, so we could get into the game and see if it works. Another option is go to the MCM, and right here we have adjustable waypoint. So since this is here, I know that this mod is added in. Just to make extra sure that it's working, we will go ahead and load in. Not crashing, everything's good. We can get in the PDA now. Right click an area, set a waypoint. There we go, remove a waypoint. So it works, all's good. Hell yeah. All right, so that is how you add a mod to EFP, or really any mod pack or any game that uses MO2. I think that's probably the same process. Now I am gonna go through another option for you guys, because there are sometimes, maybe say you can't get the mod from ModDB, you can't find it on ModDB, you just know Gamma has it or another mod pack has it and you want it. So what you can do, all right, let's open up Gamma. Let's say there's a mod in here that I want and I simply cannot find the official download for it, or maybe it's a custom mod that they've made, which means it's probably not going to work with yours, but if you want to try anyway, you might be able to figure out how to get it compatible. Let's type in ledge grabbing, just because, and I know you can find this on ModDB, but it's what I thought of. All right, so what you can do with any mod in the mod organizer is right click it. Instead of going to the ModDB page, you can go to open and explore. This will bring you to the actual folder of the mod. We have the game data folder there, and this is in the list of mods for Gamma. All you got to do is take this mod, the whole folder, you can drag it over to your desktop, copy it there. So now we have this mod in its own folder. So what we can do is right click this, go to 7-zip, if you're using WinRAR, it's time to make the switch. We'll add to archive, just hit OK on this, and now it has created a RAR file for you. And that is the mod. You can delete the folder. You don't need it. And what we can do is basically repeat the same process that we just did with the waypoint mod, and we can add in this ledge grabbing mod, which I've already done. Just be careful using this method, because sometimes, you know, Gamma, for example, they might make changes to the actual files within. Oh my God. See, this is why I don't like WinRAR. Those freaking pop-ups, dude. So Gamma might have taken this mod, and they may have changed some of the folders, added to it, removed things from it. You really don't know for sure if it's just a vanilla like download from the ModDB, or if they made their own customizations to it, which is just something to kind of keep in mind if you're doing it this method. If it has a ModDB page and you can get the official download, that is always going to be the better option. So there you go. Now you know how to add mods to EFP from other mod packs, even if you want. And the only other thing I wanted to do is let you guys know about the screen space shaders. That one was actually a little bit tricky to get downloaded. This video was extremely helpful. I would not have gotten it installed without it. What you want to do, and I'll leave a link to this in the description, about halfway through is for the EFP section of it, about 9 minutes in. Goes through the whole tutorial on how to install this for EFP. He even goes as far as to get in game and show you how to actually change the settings in game with the lighting, the saturation, the colors, all that. So some of you guys I noticed asked me in the comments, you know, how I got my lighting to look the way it did. Just follow this video. You'll be able to get it looking just how you want. I would make my own video on this, but I probably really could not do it any better than this. He has links to every single thing you could ever need. It's very thorough and helpful. So yeah, just watch that if you want the new screen space shaders update, which I would definitely recommend. Hopefully this helped some of you. I know I had a lot of questions asking me, you know, what mods I was using, how to get them, and all of that. And apologies for the wait on the next EFP episode. I actually did not get anything done this last weekend. It's just, yeah, not a productive weekend for me as far as YouTube goes. So apologies for that. We will be getting back into EFP very shortly. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helped you out. Appreciate the support. Thank you, Patreons. You guys are awesome. I think that's all I have for it. So I'll catch you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and see you later.